What's up, y'all? It's your boy Rob, aka Creative Chavis, and we are only 2 days away from the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, and I am beyond the moon excited for it. Let me tell you. So, if you know me, you know I played games growing up all through the 90s, most of the 2000s, but I stopped around college. So, I really fell off the wagon up until the pandemic. But in these past 4 or 5 years, I've really gotten into the Switch and I've pretty much downloaded every old school game, any of the retro games that I was playing prior to. I got them on to my Switch. Any games I was playing on a PlayStation 4 that is compatible on my Switch, they got ported to the Switch. It's just so much easier to be able to take your game library with you wherever you go. I mean, come on now. With me, it's usually to the toilet or on the airplane. But let me tell you, I get the best gaming out of those two moments. Also, bringing it home and being able to play with my nephews and my nieces without having to lug a big console around. Just pop out the Joy-Cons and hand it to one of them, let them play. I'm so excited to see what they have in store for the second generation of it and what games they plan on porting over, what games they're creating for it, any new IPs, and all of the new features. So let's just jump into everything that I'm expecting to see, aka hoping to see for the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. First of all, obviously, we're going to get a release date finally. The Nintendo Switch 1 Direct started off with the release date and the price. So I'm guessing it's not going to be too much different for this version. They're going to start with that. There's tons of rumors saying it could come out in June, as early as June 3rd. I saw another rumor of May 15th, possibly even May 9th. Listen, I really hope they just do it like Apple does. Tell us everything about the system, put it up for pre-order on Friday, have it ready to go the week after that, if that long. Price, I'm sure it's going to start off at $400. Some are saying 450. I'm not paying that unless they are bundling it with something else. That'll make the difference between if I'm going to be a day one supporter or a early adopter. That'll make the difference. Or I'm gonna wait and around and see what the perception is. I wonder when the review embargoes are gonna be lifted. I'm excited to see the reviews. Obviously, I'm not getting a copy in advance. Maybe for the Nintendo Switch 3, who knows? It's just putting that out there, manifesting the future. Also, we're gonna finally see what the C button is for. Some are saying it might be a way to switch to mouse mode, which is something else that I'm sure we're gonna hear more about in the direct. C could stand for cast. I've seen people predict that the button will be a way to cast what's on the screen to your TV, so you don't even need a dock anymore, which I highly doubt because they already showed off the dock in the reveal trailer. So I don't think they're gonna have that as another option. I mean, if they do, cool. It is what it is. I'm okay with putting it into the dock unless you're gonna allow us to use it as a controller that way. So you don't need a pro controller or the Joy-Con grip. But they also showed that off in the reveal trailer too. So I'm really thinking that that C button is gonna stand for chat, and I think they're gonna come up with their own dedicated version of voice party or some type of voice chat. I'm also expecting that they're gonna show off a mic on the system. I've already seen rumors of proximity chat being a new thing. And let me tell you, I love that in Call of Duty when I kill somebody and I can hear them react to it. If they add that into Mario Kart, that'll make the game completely different. That'll be a day one must have for Mario Kart 9 if they add proximity chat to it. I'm just hoping that they also add like some type of a age slider, kind of like Tinder, like nobody under this age, nobody over this age. If I had kids, I would set their Switch to not allow anybody over the age of 13 to be able to interact with them, are over the age of 18 or 21 as they get older. But for me personally, I really don't want anybody under the age of 21. I don't like hearing kids on Call of Duty. And I get it, it's Mario Kart, but I don't want to hear no kids. Sorry. Turn their voice off. Turn the TV off. Now, if you could set it to where I could only play with my age range, I would love that. And they already kind of have a similar thing going on. If you play Nintendo World Championships NES edition, they kind of group your scores by age. So it's like, oh, okay, all of the 45-year-olds scored this high on the game this week. I love that. And I hope they keep that trend going with some other games. I'm getting all off topic. Something else I hope they show off, attachments. Now, they have that USB-C connector at the top. They showed that off in the reveal trailer. I get it. People are saying it's so you can charge it on both ends, which, I mean, that's to me, I wouldn't invest in another port just so you can do that. I sure, I probably won't. I'm hoping it's a port for attachments so you can plug a camera in on top. That way, like I said, with the age restrictions, parents don't have to feel like their kids are being watched. It's a separate attachment that you have to buy. And that's an accessory I would buy. If I was able to voice chat and video chat with the people on my friends list, I would be all for it. Something else they could do is a second screen. I feel like if they bring DS games, that would be great, but the experience just wouldn't be the same without that second screen. I get it. You could turn it away so the screens are stacked and then like use a Joy-Con grip and play it that way, but how would you like stand it up for tabletop mode? That wouldn't work. And then you could have one of the screens on the actual Switch and another screen on the TV. That just seems cumbersome having to look up and look down every time. And no, I don't want to do any of that. All of it's stupid. Give us a second screen. Let us plug it in the top and bonus points if you turn it into a clamshell so both screens can protect themselves. Another feature I'm hoping for, redesigned UI. I'm saying like give me some themes. We never got themes on the Switch one. Give us home screen folders, like legit folders, not those folders that they have right now. Those are stupid. Give us some real folders. I even want the ability to add games from Nintendo Switch Online to my home screen. I don't want to have to jump into the Super Nintendo app every time I want to play a Super Nintendo game. Let me put Killer Instinct right there on my home screen in the same folder with Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter. Bonus points if they add Street Fighter 6. I'm jumping ahead. But if I could just put all my fighters in one folder, all my shooters in one folder, every single Mario game in one folder, starting with Super Mario Brothers, going all the way up to Super Mario Wonder, that would be so dope. Also, background music. We had background music. Wii U had background music. Even the DS and the 3DS had background music. I don't understand why they took it out. Bring that shit back, especially if they're pushing the Nintendo Music app. Add that as an app and let us pick a song from the app to have as our background music, or create like an iconic sound. So 10, 20 years from now, you hear that sound and you're like, ah, I miss Nintendo Switch 2 from back in 2025. I'm a sucker for nostalgia. Bring that back. I'm guessing they're going to show off the mouse mode. This is crazy. I don't know why I never even thought of that. That's the type of innovation I wanted to see for the Nintendo Switch 2 from Nintendo. It just opens the Switch up to so many possibilities. Now they'll have the ability to bring point and click games to the Switch. A lot easier to create levels in Mario Maker. Bring back Mario Paint. Put the Sims on there. Allow us to play first person shooters like we do on PC. That would be huge for Metro Prime 4. I already talked about the NSO and how they might be bringing GameCube games and DS games, but I'm going to throw a wild card out there. Why not bring back Dreamcast games? They already have Sega Genesis on the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack. Why not add Dreamcast to that too? I'm just saying, put Crazy Taxi on there. Why not? And of course, after they show off all of the new hardware features, we got to spend the most time on the software. First party, obviously they're going to show Mario Kart 9. They already showed it in the reveal trailer, but like really flesh it out, take some time, show off all the new features. And I'm hoping this is a day one game. Metroid Prime 4, they've been talking about this for years. Make it a day one release. Don't make people wait any longer for that. There's tons of rumors about a 3D Mario. I'm guessing that'll be more of a holiday release. Now, I'd love to see another Donkey Kong, like a brand new, fresh Donkey Kong, but they've been promoting the hell out of Donkey Kong Returns HD. It could be one of two things. Either they promoted it a lot because they have a new release coming, or they promoted it a lot because they don't have anything coming and they just wanted to have something Donkey Kong related before they opened up the theme park. What I'm honestly most looking forward to is what third party titles are announced. I really want them to make this the like all in one gaming console, like where any great game from the past that isn't exclusive can be brought onto it. Not only do I want to see the present Call of Duty Black Ops 6 with Warzone, I also want them to dig into the archives and put those old Call of Duty games on there, like the story modes. They could put it in some type of collection. People would eat that up. Also, everybody's talking about Grand Theft Auto 5. I also want to see Grand Theft Auto 4 on there. They already have the definitive edition of the trilogy on there. Go ahead and put 4 and 5 on there. If they announce 6, that's going to blow my mind. But it's really not out of the realm of possibility. A lot of people are saying it is. I think they could do it because, or it's going to have to be on Xbox Series S. And people are saying that the Switch 2 could have the same amount of power. So, I mean, I'm sure it'll be a low budget version, but if they announce that, that'll be crazy. Especially with the new trailer. People have been waiting on a new trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6. And if they put it in the Nintendo Switch Direct, that's gonna speak volumes. I already mentioned Street Fighter 6. Look, I get it. Came out a while ago. Put it on there anyway. Why? For me. Because I'm gonna download that and not have to boot up my system anymore. Simply because I have it on my Xbox and I want to be able to play it on the toilet. Put Cyberpunk on there. Why not? Put Elden Ring on there. Just do it. And I would love to see it in the direct announcement just so people can stop playing with Nintendo. Yes, it's capable of doing this and it's capable of doing that. I just want them to show off, like really talk they shit. But that's it. That's all of my predictions. I might make a little bingo card just so I can check things off as they're announced. I'm super excited about this. And I hope they don't let me down because I got some high hopes and some big dreams. And I'm hoping that everything I said is realistic. I don't know. We gonna see. Hell, pretty much everything leaked about the Switch 2 before they even announced the Switch 2. Because all of those images turned out to be very true, I kind of believe everything that I've ever heard on any rumor when it comes to the Switch 2. Maybe we won't be as surprised. Maybe we already know everything that's going to go down. We'll see. But that's it, guys. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and until next time, peace.